Welcome to the Marketing Revolution podcast. This is the underground movement of savage marketers from all over the world. We are not Fortune 500 companies. We are real entrepreneurs with real businesses that have one major thing in mind: to set goals and devour them daily. Because we understand that everyone wants to eat, but only savage marketers are willing to do the hunt. Now let's get this revolution started.
Hey, what's up, everybody? John Hiley here with the Marketing Revolution podcast and the Marketing Savage Facebook group. Hope you guys are having a great day today. It is Tuesday. I know it's Tuesday because I have me some city barbecue for lunch, and it's probably about, I don't know. It takes me 25 minutes to walk there. So I actually took off and did my 75 hard outdoor workout, going to the city barbecue here down the street. And then it takes me about 25 minutes to walk back. And the reason why I know that it's Tuesday is because today is motherfucking Rib Bone Tuesday. So anyhow, I hope you guys have had as good as lunch as I've had today. That being said, y'all, I want to talk to you guys about something awesome here. And I want to talk to you guys about how I think that you can apply it in your business as well. I want to talk to you about, as a business owner, as a marketing savage, going on tour. And what does that mean? It means just that. It means literally going out and finding people that have access to your audience and networking with these people to get in front of their audience, because these people have the same type of audience that you want. What I'm doing here is going on tour for my book, and I am going on multiple podcasts. So what we've actually done here is we look through iTunes, and I found, so far I found about 25 podcasts that I want to be on. At the end of this, I'd like to find probably about 50 or 60 of them, or even 100 podcasts that I would love to be featured as a guest. And what we're doing is we're creating a system to reach out to these podcasters and try to connect either with their administrators or directly with them. And I got a variation of podcasts. I mean, I want to work with people that may have smaller audience, and obviously I want to work with people, the bigger audience, the better. But I'm looking to get on as many podcasts as possible by the first of this coming up year. Not only am I going to be launching my book, but we're also launching the Marketing Savage Inner Circle. And ideally, that is going to be, that's the lane that I chose, is to get involved in podcast. And with that, I'm actually going to be doing quite a few more interviews on here. And a lot of these interviews are going to be live on the Marketing Savage Facebook group. So I hope you guys are ready for that. In fact, I'm going to be interviewing Zachary Babcock. We get that set for July the 4th. And if any of you guys haven't checked him out yet, he has a monster podcast called the Underdog Empowerment Podcast. And dude has had people such as Andy Frisella, Grant Cardone, Billy Jean, Mike Dillard, tons of different marketers and things like that on his podcast. So it is going to be a killer show. I'm going to be interviewing him here on the Marketing Revolution podcast. So stay tuned for that. And I'm going to start expanding a little bit. I mean, I'm doing this 7 days a week. So one of the things that we're looking at is potentially bringing on my wife one day a week and doing a episode with her where we kind of go into, I don't know, maybe some nitty gritty stuff about how a husband and wife work together. You know, how do you maintain, I hate to use cliche words like fucking, I keep hearing this word like power couple and all this kind of shit. I don't really know if we're that, but I do know that we work really well together, and she's with me all the time, and we spend a lot of time on the road together. She's a magnificent part of my my team. I mean, everybody loves her. You know, I sit here and find out that we're going to all these business meetings, and she's, you know, I find out like months later. I'm like, who are you talking to? Oh, so-and-so's wife. We became really good friends. And I'm like, you know, she's like intermingling with everybody, and everybody loves her. She's probably one of the most genuine souls on planet Earth that I've ever came encounter with. I know she's my wife, but and I'm not just saying that because she's probably never gonna. Actually, I know she's never gonna listen to this podcast, so I'm not getting any brownie points by this or anything like that. But I'm looking to become a little bit more diverse in this podcast, especially because I'm going to be doing a whole entire year's worth of episodes. I'm going to try my hardest. I have not missed a day since I committed to that. And to be honest with you, I really don't even know how far I'm along. I know that this is like probably podcast 107, 108, something like that. And when I started, it was like podcasts. I only had like 20 or 15 podcasts, 15 to 20 podcasts on here. So that being said, let's step back to going on tour. Now, how's that work for your business? How's that work for a local business? Well, I can tell you guys, I did it for several of my local companies that I've launched, that I've blown up, that are still doing really well. And it all came from just that, from, in a sense, going on tour. And what that was connecting with media influences in my market, connecting with actual influencers in my market, because you're going to find that there are people that have massive influence in your market. I don't care if it's Billy Bob down at the hardware store that you can do a Facebook Live video because you got 500 people in your town that all love Billy Bob, or we're talking about, like literally you live in Las Vegas and you know Dana White, right? And you're going to do an interview with him. So regardless, whether it's very small or whether it's big, it can help boost your credibility and boost your authority. It's a market positioning thing. And not to mention the individual who you are going on tour with, or who you are stepping onto their platform with, they're going to be able to share their audience with you, as you are going to be able to share your audience with them. This is like a two-way street. You want to give as much as you receive. In fact, I would go as far to say you want to give way more than you actually receive. In fact, you're going to find that you're always going to give more than you receive, but that's the beautiful thing about life, and giving is amazing, and receiving is awesome as well. It's just a part of the cycle, and you gotta step out and say, how many people can I connect with? I look at, if you're local, look at local radio shows, look at local. A lot of times there's little TV shows. I mean, even here in Dayton, we got this little TV show here locally where they feature businesses. How can you get in front of them people? How can you contact them people? There's a little something that I'm launching inside of the Marketing Savage Inner Circle, which it's a strategy that I've used to do just that. And it's a strategy called the Dream 100, but I break it up into 3 tiers. And the way that I design this strategy, it could be used from somebody who's on a national level who wants to become an influencer, or an individual who is just on a local level who wants to connect with people locally and go on their tour. A lot of times you guys will see news anchors. Some of you guys who might watch Fox News, Sean Hannity went on basically a book tour. And how did he do that? He went around and was interviewed on every single segment. I don't know any of you guys who watch Fox News, any of you Fox News, whatever. I don't watch it a lot, but I was watching at the time when Sean Hannity launched that book, and he was everywhere. He was on every single hour. It was like, we got an interview with Sean Hannity. And what did he do? He was holding the book in his hand. The very first thing you seen was that book, and he would get out there and he'd be holding the book in his hand, and the very first thing the host would say, "Hey Sean, I see you got a new book in your hand right there. So what's that about?" And Sean would give his pitch, and then he would go on and have the interview. It's a lot like that, man. It's a lot like that. I'll give you guys another example. My dude Wasfi. Some of you guys went to my Mega Media event. I think it was the second. It was the third one. So Mega Media 3.0 was right here in Dayton. And I had Wasfi come in and speak, and he spoke about how to use video locally. And one of the things that Wasfi did is he created a pretty bitchin' platform of his own. So it's a JD Legends Facebook page, 50,000 plus local followers. A lot of interaction on that page because he goes live on there all the time and gives away concert tickets. He owns like a big concert venue, bowling alley venue / all kinds of shit. Like, he's doing all kinds of stuff. He's like me. But what he would do is he would use that Facebook page to help bring in businesses to not only his business, because he advertises and stuff like that. Like, if you go to JD Legends, it's like an advertisement mecca. There's like banner ads for people on the TVs. There's banners outside by the concert that has different local business names. So what he would do is he would pitch an advertisement package, which included concert tickets for employees, stuff like that. And he would have, he would also feature the company on his Facebook page, and he would feature company events and all kinds of good shit, man. He actually would go out to the business. Like, he had a couple restaurants where he went into the restaurant and he cooked with them and streamed it live. And it would also, not only would it stream on their Facebook page where he got a piece of their audience, but it would stream on his Facebook page where they got a piece of his audience. So you see what I'm saying, guys? You see where I'm going here? But there's strategies, there's techniques that you can actually connect with these people. And I would be crazy if I could think that I could actually teach you all that on a 10-minute podcast. But, as soon as I launch the Marketing Savage Inner Circle, guys, I'm giving away the playbook. I'm giving away the playbook, how to do this, how to connect this, how to, take you through step by step, exactly how to connect with people on a level that you've never thought imaginable, and blow up not only in your local market, but if you're doing something globally. These are the techniques that are used. And yesterday I had a podcast. Does it take time? It does take time. It takes commitment, but it works every time. You guys got to start looking at how your business, like literally imagine yourself wherever you're sitting right now. If you're driving, wherever you're at, imagine 1 year from now, 2021 at this time. Where are you? Think about it, guys. And I talked about my Instagram account the other day. I want to say that we got, if you guys want to follow it, go follow it. It's like an experiment. So I haven't really introduced it to my audience, but it's the Marketing Savage Instagram account. And we're posting on it, and we're testing regular post. We're testing the new fucking, what the fuck is that thing called? The new jam that's just like, the new thing, the new feature on Instagram that's exactly like shit. Let me look on my Instagram. I don't want to. Let me see here. Reels. So we're testing Reels, we're testing post, and we're testing IGTVs that are posted on the timeline. And we're also doing a follow unfollow technique right now. And we're testing to see how many people we get on a daily basis. I want to say we got like 26 followers today with the techniques that we're doing, with a mixture of hashtags and a mixture of follow unfollow sequence and a bunch of other little nuts and bolts pieces that we put in there. But we're testing exactly how far we can push Instagram with some of these techniques. But think about that. I got 26 new followers today. The account has like 100 and maybe 30 some followers now, but I got 26 in 1 day. What does that look like 10 days from now? What does that look like 30 days from now? Okay. What does that look like a year from now? A year from now, that actually looks like a fucking business. We combine a couple other things. We keep advertising on the podcast. Then I introduce it to my audience here pretty soon. We're probably going to speed that process up, but you guys sit back and imagine where you are today, where you want to be a year from now. And I will tell you that I am going to launch the Marketing Savage Inner Circle at the very end of this year, because I want it to be launched on January 1st. I want people who want a new fucking year, who want to take their self to the next level in 2021, who want to leave this crazy shit behind in 2020, and who want to start over a brand new fucking fresh year and take their shit to the next level. And I will tell you guys that I will for maybe 4 to 5 days. I don't know if I'm going to launch it on the 25th or if I'm going to launch it on the 26th. That's still up in the air, but I will tell you guys that there's going to be a special offer in that amount of time that's going to be absolutely fucking incredible. And the price is going to probably go up by 80% overnight. And I'm going to be doing a lifetime type deal where you pay one time, you get into the inner circle at a very reasonable, crazy reasonable cost. I'm going to reward the very first 100 people, because I'm only going to allow 100 people to join on this with this offer. And I'm going to reward them with a founder's membership, with a lifetime membership. They never have to pay again. And then after that, January 1st, it's going to go up to full price, and it's going to be on a yearly basis where people can pay yearly or monthly. So anyhow, y'all, but I will tell you, it's going to be like 80% discounted, guys. So I'm serious about bringing in the right people. I want anybody who has been with me this far to get all the benefits and all the value and get it for practically nothing and get all these strategies, all these secrets. All of this stuff is going to be dropped at right after Christmas. So I haven't decided. I don't think I'm going to do it on Christmas Day because I've never had luck getting any attention on that day when it comes to any sales. But the next day, I think that's the day that I'm going to drop it. So anyhow, y'all, appreciate you as usual. We'll see you on the next one.